This video was brought to you by my patrons, linked down below. Hello Spartans, welcome back to another Doom Eternal video. In today's video we're going to be talking about some little news and lore for the next DLCs for Doom Eternal. Probably Ancient Gods Part 2 or DLCs after that story concludes. The Ancient Gods is the first Doom Eternal expansion and it will be divided in two parts. Part 1 comes out the 20th of October, so in 14 days or 2 weeks, and part 2 will most likely come out before March 20th, 2021. Its software is set on releasing the first 2 DLCs before Doom Eternal turns 1 year of age, and if that would be the case, Ancient Gods Part 2 should come out before March 20th, 2021. And so what comes after that? We really do not know. But do you want to know what do I know? It's that 68% of my daily viewers are not subscribed. If you enjoyed the videos I produce and want to know absolutely everything about Doom Eternal and its DLC content, consider subscribing and leave a like. If you want to see videos on your timeline, please click the bell. Do it right now and I will love you forever. Thanks for the support and enjoy the video, brothers. I find it really interesting that even if DLC number 1 for Doom Eternal hasn't come out yet, there's already bits and pieces of information for future DLCs for the game. In case you guys didn't know, Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2 are not going to be the last campaign expansions for Doom Eternal. Its software has said multiple times that Doom Eternal is going to have multiple campaign expansions and that they are building a Doom universe. My guess would be that they are going to release campaign expansions for Doom Eternal until the next Doom game comes out. Kinda how Halo Infinite will be the only Halo game in the next 10 years, and that 343 Industries is going to use Halo Infinite to release more expansions inside the game, using the same engine, assets, etc. Basically, Halo Infinite will be the main domain for everything Halo related. New DLCs, new expansions, new everything. And if that is the case, then Halo will truly be infinite. And Doom will truly be eternal as well. It may not seem like it right now, but the reason why content has been so lackluster in every video game, especially for Doom Eternal, where the player focus is more centered towards the campaign, it is all because of COVID and the pandemic. But some people seem to think otherwise, and to them, I proclaim you as a small PP person. If it wasn't for COVID and the pandemic, DLC number 1 would have come out months ago. Invasion would probably be a thing already, multiplayer would have more playable demons already, there would be even more master levels available to play, and we would have a trailer for DLC number 2 already. Needless to say, that didn't happen, but it will happen in the near future because its software is really hard at work. So, what's new for future DLCs in Doom Eternal? According to Hugo Martin, the game director for Eternal, future DLCs for the game will feature new demon enemies, dragons, ogres, and mech fights. Yes, mech fights, like the ones you see on Evangelion, Gundam, Gurren Lagann, Code Geass, etc. A tiny person inside a big mechanical robot, or a mech for short. Let me remind you that Hugo Martin worked on Pacific Rim. He designed the Jaegers, so it's pretty safe to assume, and it's not crazy to say that there will be mech fights in the game. Maybe not as gameplay, but as pre-rendered cutscenes or something. Now, this comes from a Reddit post that was made when the first trailer for Ancient Gods came out by Midcur22. In quotes, "Where did these dragons and mech ogres go? Here's hoping we see something similar in this or future DLCs." End quote. And to our surprise, Hugo Martin, the game director for Doom Eternal and my good friend, is very active on Doom's subreddit, and he responded with, "You will." So, not only are we going to see living, breathing dragons and ogres in Doom Eternal, we're also going to see mech fights in the DLCs. So, let's take a look at the hints we have. In one way or the other, this is a follow-up from my last video about the dragons from Doom. The hints are as follows. The dragons from Argent-Ner are all alive and well. The planet wasn't assimilated by hell when the demons conquered it, mainly because the mechs didn't want to waste the manpower of the sentinels. So both the ogres and the dragons still exist on Argent-Ner. On the side of the mechs, the eightlings were big sentinel mechs that the Night Sentinels used to fight off the hell barges, the big titans the demons used to spear through the sentinel armies and through their cities. The eightlings had the power to fend off the titans and stop them, so they were indeed really powerful, even more powerful than the mechs from the humans, which were stated to be completely destroyed by the Hell Titans, and you can see human mechs all destroyed and scattered through Hell on Earth. In this way we can see just how much more advanced and powerful the Sentinel army was in comparison to the army from Earth. Now, getting back to the dragons and ogres, are they going to be friendly or foe? My guess would be that the dragons and ogres are going to be our enemies. And that comes in two ways mainly. Maybe, just maybe, some dragons were assimilated by hell and they got demonified by it, giving birth to a new breed of demonic dragons. And the same could happen to the ogres. There are still a ton of species on hell that we haven't discovered yet, but that is very possible. That was speculation. Now let's take a look into the facts. The dragons were used by the Sentinel army, an army that is now in conflict with the Doomslayer. According to King Novik and to Dig Graf, if the Slayer killed the priest on Sentinel grounds, he would lose all sovereignty on Sentinel land and will become an outcast and an enemy to the Sentinel army. We know how that occurred, and because of that, in the eyes of the Sentinels, the Slayer is now an enemy. These same Sentinels were aligned with the Maker, so in one way or the other, they were allies of the demons as well. Maybe indirectly, but they were. Not all the Sentinels though. According to its software and to Mick Gordon too, when you're fighting the Gladiator, you can hear the theme of Gladiator and you can hear Sentinels chanting Car and Took. They are not chanting Repenter because the Gladiator is going to kill you, the Doomslayer. They are chanting Repenter, Car and Took because you are going to kill the Gladiator. Those Sentinels that were in the arena watching you killing the Gladiator were your allies. Not all the Sentinels are enemies of the Slayer, but they need to follow the Sentinel laws. But yes, they were some Sentinels that were allies of the demons as well. Maybe indirectly, but they were. And so if its software would release a DLC where we fight non-demonified dragons, a conflict between the Slayer, some corrupted Night Sentinels and dragons wouldn't seem so far-fetched. I mean, it's pretty much shown on our face that the Night Sentinels, at least the ones that ally themselves with the Maker, are our enemies. So in all honesty, I wouldn't call it that far-fetched. It just seems the most logical for me. But I also want to know what you think about it, so please leave your comment down below. In conclusion for this video, in future DLCs we will see dragons, ogres and mech fights. And I really hope we see and do all of that while playing, not on a pre-rendered cutscene or a cutscene rendered in real time. I myself want to fight demons while a dragon breathes fire into me as a supportive enemy. That would be badass. And I want to play that with my mouse and keyboard or with my controller, if I'm playing on Xbox or on my PC. But anyways, this sounds absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to see more of that in the future. Ancient Gods Part 1 comes out in exactly 14 days, 2 weeks, so let me know if you're ready for it. Thanks for watching. And so okay, Sputtons, that's all the time I had for today's video. Please let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Leave a like if you did, and a dislike if you disliked it. It is fine. If you disliked the video, you know where that button is. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos about Doom Eternal. Leave a like because likes help the video get recommended more. And please, if you haven't, please click the bell because recently all my YouTube friends and me as well have been suffering from YouTube notifications. The notifications from YouTube are not being sent to subscribers, so if you want to see all of my videos when they come out, please click the bell right now. I will greatly appreciate it. But anyways, this video was brought to you by my patrons, link down below, and follow me on all of my social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Those links will be down below as well. Have an awesome day, and I love you guys to death. Adios. Thanks for watching. Bye.